Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Jermall Charlo, and he's gonna be fighting. I think December the 7th. I think it's on a Saturday, and he's gonna be fighting Dennis Hogan. This is the fighter that fought Jaime McGee, and I thought he won the fight, he's coming up. I think to 100. I think he's fighting at 154, then jumping up to 160 to fight Jermall Charlo, which I don't know why he's doing that. I just think that in this fight, I just think that Jermall Charlo is this is not gonna go 12 rounds. I just don't, because this is the dude who's coming up from another weight class to fight Jermall Charlo. Who hits hard, who's got a good chin on top of that, who's got a good jab. I would definitely say that. His career has been I remember somebody said his career is not on a come up. It's like at its peak. It's steady, or maybe even going down. Right? I wouldn't even disagree with that. He's just not fighting the people that I would think that he should be fighting. I mean, but Dennis Hogan, I think this fight is not going to go 12 rounds. And if it do go 12 rounds, Jermall Charlo need to look at himself. He need to look at the training too. On top of that, he should not go 12 rounds with Dennis Hogan, because he went 12 rounds with Brandon Adams. He went 12 rounds with Matt Kovalov. Kovalov. But I can see that, because he's a good boxer. He's a Russian fighter too. On top of that, I think he's a southpaw too. So I thought Kovalov won that fight, right? Brandon Adams, the way he was fighting, he was in survival mode. So I can to a certain degree I can understand it. I mean, but if you're a very a great fighter, or even a good fighter, whatever, you should know how to get the person out of there or whatever. But sometimes you don't get the knockdown too on top of that. So don't forget about that. It don't matter if a person's well known or not known. You probably cannot get him out of there. But he wasn't letting his hands go too on top of that, Brandon Adams. Not like the fights that, not like the couple of fights that he got. I think he got 2 losses, if I'm not mistaken, that he lost to. He was letting his hands go, but when it came to Jermall Charlo, he wasn't. He was very careful, right? When he was choosing his spot to start throwing his hands, right? The only, one thing is with Jermall Charlo, the only 2 fights on his resume is really good: Austin Trout and Julian Williams. I would definitely say that. But anybody else on his resume is just, I don't know about him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he do get the fight that he do get. I remember in my the video that I put out already uploaded to the YouTube. I think Jermall Charlo need to fight Demetrius Andrade, or he need to fight Danny Jacobs, or go up and fight Danny Jacobs, or fight Billy Joe Saunders, or fight Jaime McGee. But Jaime McGee is not even who did he fight? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't hype up a fighter, and some people think that Jermall Charlo is hype. I mean, I can't even disagree with that. I mean, I wouldn't even argue with that either. But fighting Dennis Hogan and hopefully he do get him out of there instead of going 12 rounds with the person at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could probably even beat him up, but if you don't get him out of there, especially a person coming up on weight, you know what I'm saying, like that, you know what I'm saying, you might look at him a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, some people might say, well, look, Errol Spence didn't get Mike Garcia out of there, but Mike Garcia wasn't throwing his hands that much. He was in survival mode. I would definitely say that. But at the same time, if you're a great fighter, you'll know how to get him out of there too. But you know what's kind of funny? Floyd Mayweather never got people out of there. He just beat them on points. So was he still not great because he couldn't beat the people or knock them out? You see what I'm saying? So I think we put a lot of pressure on these fighters too on top of that. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely say Jermall Charlo's career is not turning out the way matter of fact, I think his career is not turning out the way he think it should be. You know what I'm saying? And me too. And a lot of other people too on top of that. His career is kind of is on a disappointing side of the game. I would definitely say that, right? But Dennis Hogan should not go. I don't think it should go 12 rounds. Because he is a knockout artist too on top of that. And I don't think Dennis Hogan is going to. That depends on how Dennis Hogan. That depends on Dennis Hogan if he's coming in to survive. If he's not, then I expect him to get knocked out. Or he gonna get Jermall Charlo's gonna get the KO or TKO or whatever, right? But talking more about Jermall Charlo, I think he need to fight to pay his own path because Triple G don't want to fight him. Canelo Alvarez gave up his belt. You know what I'm saying? Which some people might say he got stripped and stuff like that. They're just trying to cover it up to saying that we just gave the WBC sanctioned body to say, well, we give him the title as the franchise champion instead of saying he got stripped and stuff like that. So, and I can't disagree with that. Nobody can really argue with that because that's what it looked like. And some people might say it don't look like that. Well, one thing is, I beg the difference. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't get in the ring and fight these guys, Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying, Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, then, you know what I'm saying, somebody saying the same thing what I'm saying got a point. They're going to have a point if he don't get in the ring. Just like Floyd Mayweather, he didn't get in the ring with those guys, then they're going to say he ducked them. He ducked them. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, Jermall Charlo need to pay his own path and getting a fight with Billy Joe Saunders, Herman McGeer, which I think he's going to get that fight. I think he's going to fight him eventually. And, he's going to fight, hopefully he fight Demetrius Andrade and Daniel Jacobs and it's other people. And Damian Chinko, too, on top of that. It's a fight you can fight Damian Chinko. He's a good fighter. Triple G's on his way out the door because if you beat him, they're going to say, well, I do want him to fight him in a sense because he's been ducking him. He's been waiting for so long. But at the same time, man, Triple G, I mean, if he do beat Triple G, they're going to say, well, he's past his prime. He wasn't the same no more. And if he fight Herman McGeer, where he was a person who came up on weight, he wasn't a good fighter anyway because he don't got no defense, which he don't have no good defense. I ain't going to lie about that. But I heard he's supposed to be I heard that he's supposed to be working on his defense. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, if he fight Canelo Alvarez, I mean, which I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, that could have happened already. I mean, if he beat Canelo Alvarez, they'd say that Canelo Alvarez had a bad knees and stuff like that. His legs is not good no more like that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to always have an excuse at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, Jermall and Demetrius Andrade, they need to pay their own role and go by their own rules. I mean, go by their own path and do it their way they want to do it now because nobody else is not giving them the fights at the same time. So, I mean, I don't know why Canelo Alvarez is kind of scared of or afraid of Jermall because I know Jermall got power and he got a chin too on top of that. He's somewhat like Canelo Alvarez in the sense of those two reasons. Now, skill-wise, Canelo Alvarez got him. I ain't gonna lie about that. And I think Canelo Alvarez can beat Jermall Charlo. I really believe that. I think if they do fight each other, I think I'm gonna give it to Canelo Alvarez a little bit. But you never know. He only can take a punch at the same time because he hurt Coverball. You know what I'm saying? He knocked out Julian Williams, who's a hard puncher. Because Julian Williams was successful with Jermall Charlo too. On top of that, if y'all didn't see the fight, and if you never seen the fight, go see the fight. And and Austin Charlo he didn't knock out Austin Charlo. Austin Charlo was successful too with him too at the same time. It wasn't a unanimous decision when he beat him. I don't think, if I'm not mistaken. But at the same time, what y'all think about when I'm talking about Jermall Charlo? Do you think he need to start fighting, aiming for the other fighters now? Demetrius Andrade, Billy Joe Saunders, Damian Chinko, Daniel Jacobs, even go up on weight to fight Daniel Jacobs or Herman McGeer. You know what I'm saying? And do you think the fight with Dennis Hogan you think it's going to go 12? Or you think it's not going to go 12? Do you think Jermall Charlo is going to knock him out?